When people come in asking for baby Botox, what they're really wanting usually is a natural result. So underdosing someone often is just not going to get them that. There are a few problems with underdosing. One is it's not going to last super long. The less treated you are, the less long it's going to last. It's just kind of how the thing works. Another problem is when you underdose a muscle, some parts of it are going to still be effective and some parts are not. So when you think like forehead specifically, if some parts of the forehead are able to move, some parts of the forehead are not able to move, you're going to get like weird eyebrow movement. You're going to get weird lines here and there. It's just not going to look natural. What instead we do at Park is start with a consultation where we find out like what actually are the patient's goals. Usually what people want is a little bit of movement so you can still, like communicate, make emotions, you still feel natural. You don't feel, sometimes when people are overtreated, they feel a little bit locked into their face because their face isn't able to move the way that they want, and people don't usually want that. Sometimes they do, usually they don't. So we get a sense of what the patient's goals are. The consultation also includes, like we want to preserve the femininity or masculinity of how the muscles move. The forehead, as an example, a masculine forehead is going to have the eyebrows moving in the middle and not moving on the outside. A feminine face is going to do the opposite. You're going to have an arch in the lateral or the outside part of the eyebrow. You're going to have movement out there, and the middle isn't going to move quite as much. So when we're placing our units, we have that in mind so that we're not feminizing a masculine face, we're not masculizing a feminine face, unless that's what the patient's asking for. The next thing that we do is a post-treatment assessment 2 weeks after the initial treatment, and that 2 weeks is on purpose because we don't want it to be too soon because it hasn't taken full effect yet. We don't want it to be too late because then if we have to add units, which sometimes we do, they're gonna be wearing off at a different amount of time, and that's not something that we want to see. It looks unnatural.